Something Sweet with Carrie and Alyssa. Hey, girl.
Hey girl,
Welcome to Something Sweet podcast with Carrie and Alyssa, season two.
one season two. Woo!
Yeah, so me and Carrie, we obviously took a little bit of a break. Um, she happened to get really sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so that was kind of like in the works. And then, obviously the holidays, it was crazy. And then we kind of were feeling a change with the new year, rebranding. So we just decided to give ourselves a break and come back strong for season two and just make it a fun new beginning.
Yes. And we decided to do a new logo, which is something that we had been talking about.
Hmm.
So we are doing that. And in 2026, we are going to start doing some merch. So we are really
Yes.
excited and can't wait for everyone to see it. And yeah, I don't know, it should be a good year.
Yeah, so we have some new goals, some new exciting things on the horizon. So hopefully all goes well. And yeah, so thanks for listening. And hopefully we are onto bigger and better things.
Yes. Preach.
Okay, so obviously so much has happened since we last spoke. I think we last recorded like mid-December. So it's been like almost a whole
Yeah.
month.
As Alyssa said, I got really sick. I got whatever that flu was that was going around.
Yeah.
Um, and then after the flu, I was sick with like it sounds so stupid to say a really bad cold, but I swear to God, it was a really bad cold. And like
Yeah.
I just could not shake it. To where it was so hard at night because I was coughing so much I couldn't even sleep. Kind
First.
of went through my house. Thank God Jordan didn't get the flu part. He just got the cough, but he is completely fine and has been fine. So yeah, that was a lot. And Christmas I was feeling a little bit better, but then New Year's I was feeling worse again. So it was like a roller
Mm.
coaster, just up and down. But yeah, feeling a lot better, thank God. And yeah, just excited to like get back into the routine. Like you know me, I am a routine girly, and
Hmm.
this really was hard for me because
Yeah.
I felt like I was just all over the place and yeah, I just could not shake it. So when Jordan went back to school, I feel like that's when I started to feel better and I was able to get back into the routine of things.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's been a good week so far.
Yay. Honestly,
Yay.
it does feel good just in general when the kids go back to school. I hate to
Yeah,
say it, but
I
it's
know.
like you said, it's good to get back into that routine as much as like we were loving sleeping in and Peter was like finally starting to
Yeah,
like kind of sleep into like 8 o'clock where it just felt so good. It was nice to get back in the swing of things.
yeah. And I just got to see Peter the other day,
Oh, you
and it
did.
has been a minute. I haven't seen him since the end of summer. Well, I haven't seen you since the end of
Hmm.
summer too.
Hmm.
But more importantly, Peter, I haven't seen since the end of summer. And oh my gosh, Alyssa, he is just so big. He's so smart,
I
so freaking
know.
cute. And I just had such a blast with you guys.
Aw, you're so
Yeah, I
sweet.
really did.
He is. He's huge though. And like you said, just so smart. He's just at that
So
age where
smart.
he's learning something every day. Like every day it's like he says a new word and we're like we didn't even know he knew how to say that. Like so
Yeah, he said my name.
he did. See, even
Yeah,
now I'm like he just hears it, picks it up.
yeah. Oh,
Just smarty pants.
yeah.
Yeah. So good. So it being the new year, me and Carrie, we kind of shared on our stories that we were going to pick like a word of the year. So we last year we did bingo cards. I think the year before that we did, well, actually we weren't even recording the year before that, but I know the year before that, like I did a vision board. I think you're doing, well, actually I'm doing a vision board with you tomorrow
Yes.
at your
Yes, you
event.
are. Yes, you are. I'm so excited to see you
I'm
and
so
for you
excited
to
too.
come and meet people. And it is going to be such a fun time. So my friend Tahana and I, we both are Plexus ambassadors, and we decided to do an in-person event. And we wanted to do a theme for January. We're going to try to do one every month. And
Okay.
it was just so funny because me and you were talking about this word of the year and talking about maybe doing a vision board because I know last year we were like debating on which one and we decided to do the bingo card. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a vision board too. So I did
Mm-hmm.
both.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love a vision board. I just love vision casting and I love like looking at it all the time.
Yeah.
Um, my bingo card, ask me where it is, no clue. I never hung it up, but like my vision board, I hung up so I know where it's at.
Mine's
So
around
super
here somewhere.
excited. Yeah, no clue, Alyssa. I really don't know.
That's so funny.
Um, and so she was like, what if we do like a vision board party? And I was like, oh my gosh, me and Alyssa were just talking about this. I
Mm-hmm.
just did my vision board and I had her pick a word. I had another friend pick a word of the year. Like, I'm telling everybody to do this. I think it is such a good idea. So I did my vision board based on that word.
That's so cool.
So
I can
I
already tell
really,
yours
really like
is
this one.
based on everything you were saying, how like your word is just like it's like webbed into your vision board and your plexus life and normal, just like all of it. I can just tell
Mhm.
yours is gonna be way more in depth than mine.
I thought you were going to say, I can tell what your word is. I was like, oh my
Oh,
gosh, you
no,
can? I was
no,
like,
no, no, no,
what?
no. I have no
Okay.
idea.
So do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Um,
You're like, no clue.
Maybe I'll just go first because mine's just not gonna compare to yours after. So,
Okay.
okay. So mine, I was trying to think, and of course there's like so many good ones to choose from, right?
There really
Um,
is.
but so mine seems a little, I don't know, like maybe possibly backwards, but I'll explain it. So I am, I'm an overthinker, as you probably
Okay.
know. I don't know, are you an overthinker? I don't even know.
No, I feel like I used to be and I'm not as bad anymore.
Oh my gosh,
I've like
I
worked through that.
love that for you. I need to work through it myself.
Yeah.
Something just remind, I don't know, something popped in my brain, but then it went away. Um, so my word is overthink,
Okay.
but in a positive way. So
Oh,
typically when I overthink, or I feel like when most people overthink, they're overthinking the worst case scenarios, all the bad things that could possibly happen, all the terrible things going on in the world,
yeah.
uh, whatever, which obviously there's just madness going on in our world right now.
Right. Tons
Um,
that you could overthink about. Yeah.
but I am going to focus on overthinking on the best case scenarios and how good things can be and how amazing life could be and just all the positives.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
so I can't like, well, I can, I'm sure, but I'm not trying to overcome overthinking. I'm just trying to twist it in a
Put a
positive
positive spin on it.
light. Yes.
Which like I feel I'm trying to think of another word where this would be a similar situation, but like when people say like I'm taking back this.
Mm.
I'm like taking back this word.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
Yeah.
I wish I could think of an example, but I can't. But yeah, I feel like you're taking back overthinking because you're putting a positive spin on it
Yeah.
and
I can think of one
overthinking in a
word,
good way.
but I'm not gonna. I'm sure you're thinking it too.
I'm not. I'm literally like I can't think.
Oh,
But it probably the word I'm looking for is probably the word you're thinking.
maybe.
Where people say take it back.
I
So
mean, mine's
probably.
like what I'm thinking is like an inappropriate word.
Yeah.
Like people can use it bad, but then like those same like people, different people like use it like just amongst themselves as like I feel like as kind of like taking
Oh,
it back
okay.
type of thing.
Like S?
Like what? Are
S?
you saying shit? I don't know what you're saying.
No. Slut? No.
No,
I
but
don't
that might be a
know.
good example. Like people call
Right?
girls or women bitches or sluts. We
Yeah.
kind of
And they're like
call
taking it
ourselves
back.
amongst that.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
I was thinking, I was thinking the N word, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. No, no,
But
not
you know
that
what
one.
I'm saying? Like it used to be
Yes.
such a
Yes.
bad, and not
Like
saying
the
it's not bad now,
ER.
but it's like amongst whatever, they can say that to
Yes.
themselves and or to each other,
And
and
they
it's like
took it
whatever.
back. Okay, I wasn't
Yes.
thinking that, but yes, I get your point. I was like, what do you
And we said S, I'm like, what S word are you talking about?
We
Like,
were
why
like,
can't you say
shit.
that?
Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of like cuss words, okay. So Jordan, every once in a while, he'll be trying to explain something to me and he'll be really frustrated and he'll be like, "Can I just say it?" And
Hmm.
it normally happens on our car rides home from school. Okay.
Hmm.
And I'm like, "Okay, go ahead, but just in the car, just me and you know." So
Hmm.
now he thinks that he can like cuss in the car. And I'm like,
Oh,
"That's not what I was saying. I was saying if you feel the need, I was like, don't like overdo it."
yeah. It was like a
But
one time.
he's kind of overdoing it lately. So,
Oh my gosh.
but he feels like safe in the car, just us
Right.
two. So like whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So he thinks that's like the cool thing to do, I guess. I don't know. When he's
That's
like
funny.
explaining something, I'm like, did you have to say that? No. So
He's just like seeing what he can get away with, you know?
yeah. And he's like, you
I,
said. I'm like,
yeah,
I
it's,
did, but like it was like, if
yeah,
you feel the need, not every day.
that's funny. Jace, he doesn't really, he doesn't like when we swear, but like I have told him before, like singing wise, like, well, I've just told him in general, I'm like, I feel like that's one of, people get so offended by people swearing. I'm like, it's not really something to get offended by necessarily, you know? I'm like, there's much worse things, whatever. And I've never called them bad words. I've always called them grown-up words because
I do
I
remember you
don't
saying that
think
before.
they're
Yeah, yeah,
bad, but yeah, they are
yeah.
more grown up, you know, so I don't know. Um, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but just like singing. I have heard him sing like be like singing Taylor Swift in the back seat and he's like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like for the hell of it or whatever, you know, and I hear him singing. I'm like,
Like what?
okay.
Like which one was he singing?
No, nothing crazy, but I'm like,
Okay.
whatever.
Oh my gosh, these kids. I can't even.
Yeah.
But no, I love your word. I think that's a really good positive thing to focus on this whole
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Especially like you said, with everything going on in the world, it's so easy to overthink on the bad things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you just feel like we're like you don't know which way we're going and it's scary, but I'm just like, I'm
Hmm.
just not gonna worry about the fear or the
Yeah.
worst things that could happen. Just gonna overthink how good it can be.
Yes. I love that. I love that
Yeah,
for you,
thank you.
2026.
Thank you.
Thank
So what about you?
you.
I'm dying to know.
Okay. I'm gonna get my vision board. It's right here.
I feel like you're gonna look like that one meme with like the guy and he's like pointing to all the things looking all
Okay.
crazy.
So I literally talk about that meme all the time, and that's literally how I feel right now.
Okay. Is that from
Okay.
It's Sunny in Philadelphia? I don't even know. I just think that's
I've
the same
never,
guy.
I was gonna say I've never watched the show, but it's from a show I
Okay.
don't know, but I always use that meme and I talk about it. Like when I'm
Okay.
explaining things, I'm like, I totally feel like that meme, and he has like the thing on the wall and he's like all over the place and he's like looking crazy.
Yeah.
That's that's literally how I'm gonna get right now. I'm warning you.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay,
Well,
ready?
that's what I was expecting. So
Okay, can you
growth.
see?
Okay.
That
Yes.
is my word. Okay.
This is so teacher of you. I love it.
This is yeah. So, okay, and funny story first, which I already told you, but I'll tell the podcast. So, underneath growth, I have like a podcast set up with like a camera, and the computer is open to YouTube. And obviously, we're posting on YouTube now. We just
Hmm.
started. I counted our episodes the other day. We had 8 episodes. So, we're
Okay.
still pretty new and
Hmm.
we don't have that many subscribers. So, please, if you're listening, even if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, please go to YouTube and subscribe.
I have to admit, I
Because
haven't even subscribed. I never sign into YouTube. I literally never do. I don't even know if I have a sign in. I'll work on that.
okay, that needs to go on your vision board. Okay. So Jordan saw after I made my vision board, he saw it and he's like, "Oh, you want to be a YouTuber?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." Just to see what he would say,
Hmm.
I wouldn't call us YouTubers. We, have a podcast and
We're
it's on
on
YouTube, but
YouTube. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, excuse me, sorry. So I'm like, let me take a sip, hold on. So I'm like, yeah, why? And he's like, oh, I am totally going to get more subscribers than you. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's make a bet. First one to 1,000 subscribers. The other one has to pay them $10. And I was like,
I
okay. So
love
he
that
made
he
me
thinks
shake
that's
his hand.
like
He
such a
thinks that's like
huge
so much.
wage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So he's literally been working on it. He even like used Canva for the first time and created his YouTube banner. He's
Cute.
taking it very, very serious.
Which when you told me, you were like, I didn't even know like we had a YouTube banner.
No, and I was like, well, now I need to update our YouTube banner. I don't
That's
know.
so funny.
So yeah, that was really funny. But some of the things that I was thinking of when I picked the word growth was like growth in our podcast, obviously,
Hmm.
growth in my Plexus business. I have a certain rank that I would like to hit. And the rank, so like I have to explain this because then it ties into growth.
Okay.
So there are different like what would you call them? Like different stones? No, not stones. Like silver, gold, ruby,
Oh,
emerald. What would you call them? Yeah, stones,
mm,
but you know what I'm talking about? Like
I
gems,
guess. Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Like
silver and
different, like,
gold are
right? Not
like
what
metals,
are
right? I don't know.
metals? Yeah. Okay,
But
so like
then
metals
ruby
or
and stuff
gems.
are gems. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so like those are obviously the better ones, you know? But like,
Hmm.
so you start off silver and then you go senior silver, which is what I am now.
Hmm.
Then you go gold, senior gold. Then it goes into like ruby, senior ruby, emerald, sapphire, diamond. And that's like the
Okay.
highest in the company.
Hmm.
So my goal is to go emerald this year. And when
Okay.
I was looking up emerald, I just felt like, my growth was green. And so I
Oh.
was like,
Hmm.
oh, I was like, you know what? I was like, it'd be cool to go emerald, tie that into green, growth.
Yeah.
Then I found something that said benefits of an emerald symbolizes renewal, growth, and love. And I was like,
There you go.
so growth is literally in there. So that is my goal for Plexus. Then I have some workout stuff, meal prepping, just like, growing as a person, like mentally, physically,
Hmm.
emotionally. I have like more journaling or like personal
Hmm.
development type stuff, which I've been including. I've been trying to listen to more podcasts. I want to start listening to more like personal development type books or reading them.
Hmm.
Writing of my own. Um, yeah, just like a bunch of stuff that like ties into growth. So
I love it.
I just really felt like that was my word of the year. And when you first told me, you were like, let's pick a word. I'm like, okay, first of all, how do you like I'm a talker, I'm a thinker, like I
Hmm.
don't know. I can't pick one word.
Right. I know.
And so then it just hit me one day and I was like, oh my God, I think that's my word. And then it just all tied in.
It
So
honestly makes so much sense because I was so curious. I'm like, what word is possibly going to tie into
to
everything?
everything.
But there we go.
There we go. So growth this year. So if you did pick a word of the year or you plan on it, let us know on Instagram or TikTok, and also follow us on YouTube so I can beat my 10-year-old son and win $10.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I
Oh
love him.
man.
Such a little competitor.
He is so funny, which also today, okay, so today, let me just tell you a little bit about my day.
Hmm.
So today I was going to Tahana's house. We were going to try to set up everything that we could set up for our party tomorrow.
Hmm.
And we decorated the whole basement and it looks really freaking cute. Can't wait for you to
Aw.
see it. But then, obviously we have a little bit more to do tomorrow, but we did like the majority today.
Yeah.
So when I was getting ready, I was going to take a shower and I was like, hey, bud, I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to Miss Tahana's. You're going to stay with Sassy and Papa. And he's like, oh, I kind of want to come. And he normally does not want to come. Like he
Yeah.
normally just wants to chill on the weekend, do nothing. And I'm like, oh, you do? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So he came with me. But as I'm trying to leave, okay, so I get out of the shower and I'm like telling him, I'm like, okay, go brush your teeth. And he's like, okay, can you get my clothes out? And I'm like, okay. So I go in to get his clothes out. And then I come to get my own clothes out. I open the drawer. My freaking drawer breaks.
Oh no.
I was like, are you kidding me? And it was like my leggings drawer, which like I don't know if you've ever seen when people like fold them. like
Hmm.
kind of like in thirds and then put them sticking up. That's
Oh,
how that
okay.
drawer is.
Okay.
So like it's so like the front part of the drawer came off. So like all of my stuff was like inside.
Oh.
So I'm like, are you kidding me? So like that was annoying, right?
Yeah.
Then Jordan's brushing his teeth and he's flossing, and as he's flossing, his one tooth is like literally dangling, like, and it wouldn't
Oh.
come out,
Hmm.
and it's bleeding. It's like
Oh
one of
no.
those.
Hmm.
And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm trying to rush to go over there.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, and I just think like teeth is just, they're gross. I don't know. It's just seeing like a dangly tooth just like
Yeah.
grosses me the
They
hell
are
out. And
weird
so,
when you really think
yes,
about them.
it's just so gross. And
Hmm.
so finally he was able to like get it. He like got it himself and he said it was a tricky one, whatever that means. So yeah, that happened. And then, my favorite shoes, I've worn them over to your house before.
Hmm.
They're the Uggs, but they're like the K brand Uggs. Like I
Okay.
forget. Oh, they're all the way over there. I was gonna say if they were under my desk, I would show you. But um they're like the Uggs that have like the strap on the back
Okay.
that
Hmm.
you like slide on.
Yeah.
My freaking strap broke.
Oh no.
I know, and it made me think about it because the other day I was walking through the parking lot of Jordan's school, and I like felt it like snap, like it felt like it came off, and I checked it and it
Hmm.
didn't. But there's like a hard piece on the inside that like connects that string, and half of it broke. So the other half was holding it together
Oh,
this whole time. And then as I went to put it on today, it freaking broke. So I'm
damn.
like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? Like three things happened to me this morning, like trying to prevent me from going. So it's like, what the heck?
You know what I think of though when sometimes stuff like that happens, which I heard it like somewhere, but like I feel like it's the universe like delaying you for a reason, whether it's like avoiding a car
Yeah,
accident or like whatever it is. Like I remember, gosh, I haven't like actually worked at the office in years now, but when I used to go to the office, I remember one time I was like, I think I was running late. And then I like drove like 10 minutes and then I realized I forgot my phone. I was like, well, fuck, like I'm not going to
yeah,
work all day without it, So then I turned
yeah.
around, like I may have even had to turn around twice for something. I may have forgotten two things. I think that may it's what happened. And I was like,
Sounds
what
like you.
the fuck? Like, yeah, like,
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
first time you do that, you're like, damn, that sucks, but the second time, like, you just want to
yeah. You're
lose
like,
your freaking
really?
mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was think I was like 20, 30 minutes late that day. But then I was like, you know what? It's probably for a reason. And that's I just took it as that.
So I forgot about that, but they
Hmm.
call it the burnt toast theory. That's
Is
what
that
they
what that's
call it.
called? Okay, I've heard of the
That's what they
burnt
call
toast
it.
theory, but I've
Yeah.
never looked into it. And I'm like, I don't know what that
I
is.
totally
There's so
forgot
many
about that.
theories.
I wish I would have told you this morning because I was so annoyed. And then if you would have just told me this morning, I wouldn't have been as annoyed. But I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, burnt toast theory. That's what they call it. So yeah,
So, like, why? Like, if you burn
yeah.
your toast, I don't get it.
Like, I don't know. I just know
You're
that's
so
what they
funny.
call it.
That's
I
just
was
what it
like,
is. Okay,
no clue. I just heard that called it before. Maybe like,
I'm gonna Google it.
okay. Maybe like, I don't know. I don't eat burnt toast. So maybe if it's like burnt, you like have to make a
Yeah,
new one and you're
I would
annoyed.
scrape it off.
See, I would
You know what
never.
I do these days? I'll just give it to Parker because he'll eat anything. Uh, he eats all the bird stuff. He eats like the butt of the bread. He just eats anything that nobody else wants to eat. Um, okay, the burnt toast theory is a popular social media concept suggesting that minor inconveniences in life may be the universe's way of protecting you from something worse or guiding you toward a better outcome. It's a form of cognitive reframing that helps people manage frustration and build re
Resilience,
resilience by encouraging them to look for silver lining in small setbacks.
silver
The theory is
lining.
not a
Yeah.
scientific explanation, but a coping mechanism.
Hmm.
So it doesn't
See,
really
I
say
knew
like
it was called
why it's
that.
called that, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's exactly
See,
what that is.
if I burnt my toast, I would just throw it away and I'd make a new one.
Hmm,
If it's a little burnt, I'd give it to Jordan because he'd eat it. But
that's funny.
I don't even like burnt stuff.
You know, like burnt anything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Nope.
I get that. I just don't like the
A
taste of burnt.
marshmallow?
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
I was just thinking that, Carrie, because My mom is a lunatic for doing this, but like she will burn a marshmallow and like take off the burnt outer whatever and then eat it and then burn it again and then take it off, eat it and then burn it again. Like till there's nothing left. And I'm like, okay. I don't think that's normal. I don't
Okay,
think a
so my
normal person
mom
does that.
won't do that, but my mom likes to burn marshmallow.
Mm,
So like if I'm making a marshmallow and I burn it, I'm like, "Oh,
here you
this
go.
one's yours." Like my whole life, like, because when you're a kid, you burn a lot of them.
Hmm.
She's like,
This is
"Okay, like
true.
I've had a lot. Like let's not burn anymore."
Right. That's so
Yeah.
funny. Interesting. Learn something new
Hmm.
every day.
Oh.
I know. I feel like there's so many theories people talk about. I'm like, I don't even know what they are anymore.
Yeah, and that one just came to my mind when you said it. I was like, "Oh yeah.
Hmm. Well, there you go. You said a
There you
burnt
go."
toast theory day.
Yeah. It was just one of those days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I thought about it and I'm like, the tooth fairy hasn't came since we've had a loft bed. So, like I love the loft bed because like underneath there's like
Yeah.
room,
So much space.
but like making the bed sucks. He helped me this last
Oh,
time, so he's able to like help me now.
things I
But I
never thought
literally
about.
have to like pull off the whole like mattress, take it off, put it back up, or like leave it down. If he's like at school or something, I'll leave it down, wash
Hmm.
it, and then put it back on and then push it back up. But it is such a bitch. And so
Hmm.
then now this, I'm like, oh, the tooth fairy hasn't seen your loft bed.
So you had to climb up
So
there, or you have to climb up
yeah.
there. Did you do it yet?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
he's still awake.
Oh, okay.
He
Hopefully he
just
didn't
had
hear you
ice
talk
cream.
about it.
No, he's in this room. He
Oh,
just
okay.
had ice cream right before this.
Oh, okay.
Literally, it was like 3 minutes too. And he's like, oh, before you talk to Miss Alyssa, can I have ice cream? I'm like, dude, I told you an hour ago that I was podcasting. You couldn't have told me then.
Right. That's
So I
so
just
funny.
rushed downstairs and got some. But
So
yeah, he's
speaking
probably
of
eating his
making
ice cream.
beds, speaking of
Yeah,
making beds,
yeah.
um, do you still use because I think this is like a millennial thing, like that's like dropping off. Do you use,
Oh, I already know what you're gonna
I don't
say.
even know what it's called anymore. A top sheet?
It's
I don't even
called
know.
top, yeah, right? Because there's a fitted sheet and then
Hmm. And then a sheet
like the sheet, the top sheet. No,
and
I
then like a
haven't used
comforter.
one. I haven't used one since hmm,
I couldn't even tell you the last time I used a
I
top sheet.
middle school, like
Oh,
probably middle
wow.
school. If
Yeah.
my mom was like helping me, like if she made my bed, she
Yeah.
does it.
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, it was probably middle school because like high school I made my own bed, but like
But
probably middle
I
school.
think that's a millennial thing.
It totally is. And like I don't like all the pillows. Like
Oh,
all the
yeah.
decorative pillows. My mom,
Oh,
I'm not
same.
even kidding you. I should count how many she has. It's probably 30.
Shut up.
I'm not even kidding. I should take a picture.
You totally should. That reminds me of, I feel like I'm just like being like, this reminds me of this. This reminds me of this.
Yeah.
Have you seen, I'm sure you have, the movie Along Came Polly with
Oh,
Jennifer
yeah. A long
Aniston and
time
Ben
ago,
Stiller?
though. Yeah. Long
Oh,
time
well, it's
ago,
like the
though.
same thing where she's like, why do you have so many fucking pillows on your bed? And he's like, they're decorative. Like that's what his ex-wife liked or
Yes.
whatever. And then
Yeah.
she's like, they start stabbing them.
Oh, see, it's been a minute since I saw that movie, but like I used to have, and then Jordan kind of took it over, and then you know how like pillows just get like kind of gross after a while.
Yeah.
Even like the decorative ones. So I had one on my bed, but Jordan loved it so much because it was like a little pillow when he was little.
Uh-huh.
And so he would always like steal it and put it in his room. So like it hasn't been on my bed in I don't know how long. So like now I don't even have it anymore. But that was like I had one decorative pillow and then four regular pillows.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Do you
max.
okay. Well now I just thought of something. Okay, so like are you specific about like your pillows though? Like that you actually sleep with? Like if you go on vacation, do you take it with you?
No.
Oh, I do.
Oh, no, I'm not that picky.
Like, well,
Sometimes
I
I will,
love
literally, sometimes I will sleep without a pillow. I know that sounds crazy, but I just feel like
same.
sometimes I just need it for my back or something. I don't know.
Okay, well, now I keep thinking of things. Okay, well, first, I'll come back to the blanket thing, but like, first, I love having like a pillow in the car and like being able to like sleep with that. And then, like, in the camper, our pillows are just like, they're okay, but I love having like my pillow on top.
Okay.
Do you know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
it makes sense. I guess I'm just not that
But
attached to
I
our
feel like it's like a
pillows.
millennial thing though. Like nobody else does that in my family. It's just
Well,
like,
me and Parker do road trips all the time to Buffalo, and we never bring a pillow ever.
well, do you just like the pillows there? So it's fine.
I mean, we sometimes we stay at his mom's house, sometimes we stay at
Oh,
Drew and
see, so
Hannah's,
that
sometimes we stay at a hotel, sometimes it's an Airbnb. Like we never stay at the same spot. And we
oh
always just
no. Like even when we go to the Airbnb in February, I take my pillow. I
oh,
am like a weirdo about my
no.
pillow. And I like to have like a blanket too, okay?
Mm,
Like one of those like soft like just like small blankets, you know?
like a throw, like a plush throw.
Yes, yes. And I have one, and now Jordan just got one from my cousin and his girlfriend for Christmas. And he's been like sleeping with his too.
Hmm.
But I noticed because I like went in to check on him the other night and I was like, okay, buddy, it's time for bed. And he's like, okay. And he was sleeping on his like I do mine. Like I like to kind of like stuff it under like my head.
Uh-huh.
And like even though I'm on a pillow, like I have like the blanket there too. And he does the same thing. And he
That's
didn't
so
know I did
cute.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Jordan, I do that too. And he goes, it's just so cozy. And I was like, I
Aw.
know.
I
Yeah.
do get what you're saying. I do that sometimes.
Mhm.
But you know what? One thing that I am going to start packing everywhere we
What?
go is a
What?
fan. Because I'm one of those
Really?
people that I need a fan. And if I don't have a fan, Parker pulls up white noise on YouTube because I'm like a fucking baby, apparently. Like, I need it. If it's silent, I can't do it. I cannot
Really?
sleep without
See, I
something.
love darkness and silence, and I have to have the door closed. I don't know why.
I like darkness, I will say. Like, people that sleep with the TV on, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I
can't
absolutely
do it.
cannot do that. Except when I am by myself. If I'm home alone, which doesn't
Mm,
happen very often, I have to have a TV. I guess when I lived by myself for a short time, for like a couple years, I was not like that. But I felt very safe there. But like if I was home alone in this house, I would have to have like
yeah.
every light on and the TV on. Um, but if Parker's in bed, then I want it complete dark.
Isn't it so weird? Like we just have little quirks that
Yeah,
I don't even like really think about. But since we started talking about stuff, I'm like, oh, I
same,
do have a little quirky.
same. But yeah, I can't stand it if I don't have a fan.
Oh my gosh.
Like I will just lay there, just
Yeah,
awake. I
that's
know a lot of
easy to
people are
take with
like
you
that
though.
though.
Yeah,
It's
that's
true.
easy
It's
to get
just
with.
I never think about it until last time um we stayed at Hannah and Drew's Hannah, if you're listening. I think Parker ended up finding a fan and then it was much better because at first I was like, oh my God, I should have brought one. I need one.
Well, I have never like been like a white noise person.
Uh-huh.
Like I just never have. But then this was the time that I went for my MOPS group. We went to like this convention thing
Hmm.
and I shared a room with two others. And the one I want to say she came later. Like she had to work or something, so she came like the next day. So it was just me and the one girl. And she was like, "Do you mind if I put some white noise on?" And I was like, "No, I don't care." And then she put it on and I was like, "Oh my God, this is so weird." But like I've never like it's fine, you know, but like
Yeah.
I've just never like have been that type of person. It was like waves crashing and stuff, and I was like,
Mm. I feel like
yeah, I
it's
was
like
like, I've
once you
never.
start, because I was never a fan person until one of my girlfriends in high school, when I would sleep at her house, she always put a fan on. And then like it was over for me. I needed a fan. And then
Kind of
when
like
Jace
so.
was what?
Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go
No, and
ahead.
then so
I'll
when Jace
remember.
was a baby, sometimes I would put white noise on for him, and then I would just end up passing
Mm,
out because I'm like, that's
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Well, I didn't really get used to it because it was only like a couple days, but
Yeah.
I was going to say kind of like subtitles because then I started watching with subtitles, and now that's normally what I watch stuff with now.
I feel like that's something too. Once you start doing it, it's like hard to go
Hmm.
back. Because some once in a while, like
There,
we won't have them on, and then I'm like,
yeah,
we need them. Like, I get
there
them
are
on.
certain shows like Mass Singer just came back this past week,
Hmm.
and like that show, I will not have it on because like they're singing and I don't want
Yeah,
to see the words, like So like there are certain shows where I won't have it on, but for the majority of them now, Alyssa, I put subtitles on.
I love
So
that.
I am now a subtitle girly. You converted me.
Woot woot. Okay. So another big thing that happened while we were on break was the season finale of Stranger Things.
Well, I wouldn't even say like the season finale because we didn't even talk around Christmas time.
Oh, like
So
we
we
talked about
missed a
volume one,
lot.
right? Or no?
Yeah. But then season five, volume two,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't talk about at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we didn't see each other on Christmas either.
This is true.
Yeah.
Um, but I have a bad memory, so you have to
Okay.
lead that.
I'm trying to think like where it started because
Well, volume one
I went
ended
back
with
and I
Will getting powers and he destroyed those Demogorgons. He saved Lucas and Robin and Mike.
okay. So that Max was in the hospital, and so
Hmm.
Lucas was with her in the hospital. And I know at one point the demo dogs, is that what
Hmm.
they're called? Demo dogs, like came for them in the hospital. So he grabbed her and had to go down to the laundry room because Robin was there with what's her girlfriend's name?
I don't even remember.
Can't remember. I can't remember her girlfriend's name, but her. And so she was able to like call it over like the PA so that he
Hmm.
could hear and told him to go down there. So he goes to the elevator and the demo dog is literally about to come and he kicks the shit. Oh my gosh, I just kicked my cord to my computer. Kicks the shit out of the demo dog and then goes downstairs. Um,
Okay,
and
so that
then
scene, just before we get into the rest, I was
yeah,
like him one holding Max, two kicking the Demogorgon. I just thought that was kind of crazy. Like you
mm-hmm.
had enough strength to kick that thing away. That just didn't seem likely, but
Um,
you know.
don't be talking about my boy Lucas like that. Okay.
Okay,
And
I'm
so then
sorry.
and so then no, like people I loved seeing people like talk on social media about like, my boyfriend won't even do this, but meanwhile,
Hmm.
Lucas played a song for 2 years, the same song for 2 years for his girlfriend and kicked a demo dog, or something like that. It was so funny.
Yeah.
But then they're downstairs, all four of them together, and they're like hiding. And they had to turn off Max's music, which was scary, because then Vecna could get to her.
Hmm.
Um, and the demo dog was like coming up behind, and who comes up to save the day? Karen Wheeler.
That was cool.
And
She was a
that was
badass.
really cool. She was a badass. Her and Joyce, both badasses, which I thought
Hmm.
was cool that like a show depicted that.
Honestly,
Um,
all of the girls, Nancy, badass.
yes, Nancy
Elle,
was
badass.
badass. Nancy was like top tier. Yeah. And of
Hmm.
course, Elle, always saving the day. I was literally like, what? This like scene reminds me of something I can't think what.
Hmm.
And then I saw people talking about it. I was like, Jurassic Park,
Oh no,
like
I
with the
said it when
little
we were watching it.
velociraptors.
I was like, this is so Jurassic Park coded.
I literally was like, what does this remind me of? Yeah.
Hmm.
And so I don't know, that part was cool. And oh my gosh, there was like a couple times where I thought like Steve was gonna die, and that was scary. Like the part where he was like falling off of the tower.
Yeah, I was like yelling at the TV.
I was like, if he dies, I'm done. Like I'm not finishing this. Like I'm like, no, he
Oh,
better
I would
die.
have been pissed.
I would have been pissed. So thank God, he didn't die.
Hmm.
And trying to think what else. I mean, the whole like bridge thing, it still doesn't like make sense to me. Like it's not the upside down, but everything was like different. It was a bridge. And I was like,
It's a
okay,
wormhole,
a wormhole. But they
but
said they
essentially
call
a
it like a
bridge
bridge.
to another dimension. I think
I don't know.
Dimension X, but Dustin called it the Abyss.
Oh, okay. See, I missed that.
Because they were talking about it. But no, it was just I I don't even know. You probably have seen them online, but like people have like made visualization. I can't even say the word. Like pictures of it where it's like you can see like Hawkins
Like pictures.
and then the wormhole that leads to the abyss, and then it's just like dead space or outer space outside of the wormhole.
I
Because it's
haven't seen
essentially in outer space.
any pictures of
Oh, I'll just send you one. Because there
Okay.
there were some good
Maybe
like graphics of it.
I need a visual. Like I'm
Okay.
a visual person, I need a visual. So I was very confused. Like the part where like Nancy and Jonathan were on the table was like
Hmm.
very confusing for me.
Yeah, the whole like organic matter part, I will say, was a little
Yeah.
confusing. It was very
I just felt
scientific.
so stupid and I'm like, am I just like not like a science person so I don't get it? And then somebody that was like really good at science would understand.
Okay, I'm sending you a photo now. It doesn't have
Okay.
everything labeled, but it will do the you get the gist.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, some I don't know if the with the organic matter, the temperature must have just been really high or something, and that's why it was causing everything to melt in that
Mm,
building. But
okay.
then how quickly it hardened, that kind of was surprising to me.
It was very confusing to me, like that
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know, and then I know a lot of
I
people were confused, like, are they breaking up? Are they not?
So like I took it as they were like breaking up, but he was just like,
See, I kind of took it as not, but apparently it was a breakup scene, so
yeah.
I don't know.
But then like I felt bad because then I mean, but I guess it's just showing that Nancy don't need no man. And she's a badass either way.
Hell yeah.
Because I always liked her and Steve together.
See, there was a while I liked her and Steve, but then I really loved her and Jonathan, but then I feel like he's just been like, I don't even know, just more of like a bitch lately, where I'm like, okay, she should
Yeah.
be with Steve. Even though
Yeah.
Steve was like such a
Steve
dick
had
at
to
the
grow up.
beginning.
Yeah, he had to grow up, but
So
that's where I
then,
thought that they would find themselves back to each other. But then he
right,
brought up his six little nuggets, and I was like, Steve, you're scaring her away.
that's a lot of nuggets. I get it. I would also be like, yeah, no.
Like, I'm good. Two or three, I'm good. That's it.
But did you get my text?
No, I didn't
Oh my
send
God,
it.
did I?
I
I
don't know.
probably
You know
didn't
how
even
some,
send it to you.
well, you know how sometimes pictures take a minute if you're like,
No,
you
no.
didn't even hit send.
I no, I sent it to Park.
I was like, what the hell?
I know he's like, what are you doing? Okay, that was just out of habit. Okay, here it comes.
It's arrived.
Yeah, I know my last. I saw my last text. I have arrived. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
but it just shows you like it's like I don't know. Mr. Clark, is that their teacher's name? He was talking about it in one of the
Yeah,
episodes about wormholes in like science class or whatever.
I know, but I think
Um.
I zoned out because like I hate science.
Oh yeah, so that's why they were
Anything
calling it like a
mathematical.
bridge.
Yeah.
And that's why they were saying like everything we know about the upside down is wrong because in my mind, essentially I was thinking it was more of like essentially hell, like below the everything or whatever. Um, but then so one part I was confused about is they made it sound like this wormhole or just like the gates to the upside down were was only under Hawkins. But in season 4, didn't Hopper and Joyce come home from Russia through the upside down? Like they didn't leave Russia and fly home. I thought they traveled through the upside down and came back through a gate, right? Or
Hmm.
am I wrong? You
No,
watched
you're
it a lot
right.
more recently.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't know if that was something different. I have no idea. Like all
Okay.
the science shit just confuses me. And then people like at the end, like after the ending, they were like putting two and two together with like what they were saying when it came to like D&D, and I was like, okay, I don't know the rules of D&D, so I don't know if these people are like just saying this or if this is true. Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Honestly, I kept forgetting that it even went back to D&D.
Well, at the very end, I thought, okay, I did think that it ended cool with like Holly and her friends coming in to play the game because it showed like the next generation.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of it is up for interpretation of like how you interpret it
Hmm.
because at the very end, we should probably talk about the ending before we get into this
Hmm.
parts. Okay, so Elle and what was her sister's name?
Callie? Collie? I
Callie.
don't know.
Callie. Okay, first of all, after volume one ended on Christmas, right? Was that when volume one came? No, volume two ended.
Hmm.
It was still volume two. Okay, so after the part ended on Christmas,
Hmm.
what were your predictions going into it? Who did you think was good? Who did you think was bad? Who did you think was gonna die?
I
And
did
then we can
think
get into
Callie
it.
was gonna flip. I mean, I was reading a lot of
Me
stuff
too.
online, but it did kind of point to that direction for me. Um,
So I
I
kept
didn't really
thinking she
understand
was
why she
gonna
was
screw
there.
her
She didn't
over.
really seem like she was playing a huge part. And honestly, I kind of trusted Hopper. He had such a bad feeling about her, and he just seems like the
Hmm.
guy that knows it all.
Yeah.
So I was really
Hmm.
kind of going by what he was saying, to be honest.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. So the whole time I was anticipating her to turn on her. And then when
Hmm.
it didn't happen, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, wait, what? Like, like I was like, wait, I thought she was gonna
Hmm.
turn on her like the whole time.
Hmm.
So then Callie, Callie gets shot and they're trying to like save her. She's like bleeding, and they end up having to leave her in the building. And then they come outside, and then trying to think how they even met up with the others. I can't even think how they met up with them after that. That must have been after the tower thing, right? And
When they
then
connected the tower.
because that was like coincide, yeah, that was like coinciding with each other. So
Hmm.
then they met up. Oh, when they came to fight Vecna. So then she came in and fought Vecna and whatever. So, anyways, at the very end, after Vecna is dead and whatnot, which Joyce, shout out to Joyce for literally taking all of her aggression out for 5 seasons out on Vecna
Hmm.
in that moment. So they're like riding back in like a military vehicle, and it like shows like Mike and Elle like smile at each other, and then like Mike looks over, and one of the kids that Vecna was stealing,
Dipshit
Derek,
Derek.
dipshit Derek, which he was super funny.
He was.
He was like giving Mike like a weird look, and he was like smiling at him, and Mike was like looking like, what the hell? So then that is one of the reasons why I think Elle is actually alive and she wasn't in the truck right then and there. And that Callie did like like put her there. Cause you know how Callie could like make people see things and not see
Hmm.
things?
Hmm.
So like Callie put her there in the truck to think that she was there, and she wasn't there the whole time in the truck.
But you think that because he was smiling at Mike?
It was like weird because he was smiling at Mike, and Mike was like, but Mike was smiling at Elle, and he was like looking over. And
Yeah.
then like Derek was like looking at him from this way. So Derek thought he was looking at him and smiling. So
Yeah.
Derek was like smiling at him in a weird way. And Mike was like,
That's a good theory. Because at first I
yeah.
did think like it was just because Derek said like told somebody, was it Holly? That he was like, oh yeah, I'm best friends with your brother. I'm best friends with Mike. Da, da, da," So I just thought he was just
Hmm.
being like a cute, cheesy
Same.
kid, like, you're my best friend,
Yeah.
like, hi.
Same.
But that
But
also
how
makes
he was like
sense.
looking at him, it was
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
she wasn't there. And then at the end, you know how like the kryptonite part where it was like going to her, it should have affected her when she
Hmm.
was standing behind the wormhole or whatever.
Hmm.
And it didn't. And so
Yeah.
that was weird. And then later on when Mike's like telling the story of what actually happened to them, um they show that part, and they show like her hand like flickering, which is what Callie's did when she was like doing
Yeah.
her
Weird.
make you see, make you not see thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think?
I kind of think she did get away because there was like a part
Hmm.
too where people like slowed it down on the internet where the military like opened the back of the truck and they were kind of like fleeing and they were like, where's the girl? And Mike's like, she was just here a second ago. And like you can see her like dart like the opposite way to where she
Mm,
wouldn't be in front of those whatever things that like really effed her up. Um,
Hmm.
so I think maybe she was able to get away because then people were saying too, like if she was like if those things were affecting her, she wouldn't have been able to like pull Mike into her mind like that.
Right.
Like that had
That
that
was
whole
another thing.
purple rain scene,
Right.
you know?
Right. Which, like, tell me that was not a good part. I was not expecting Purple Rain to play, and
I
I was just
know.
like vibing by myself. Oh,
So
so
yeah, I like to think
yeah.
she got away. But it was cool how they like did make it where Hop had that talk with him and say,
Yeah.
um, like you have to do what you got to do to basically like get over it, whatever. You have to tell
Hmm.
yourself. So it's like at the end you're like, okay, so did he just make up a story that does comfort him and help him get by, or is that
Well, well, I
true?
don't think that. Okay, so I don't think that Hopper knew for sure, but I think he actually is believing that she got away because of
Hmm.
how she said it to him. She said, "You have to trust me to make my decision," or something like that. Trust me to make the right decision.
Hmm.
Like she didn't say like I'm gonna do this and you have to trust that. Like she just said like
Hmm.
trust me to make the right decision. So I feel like she
Yeah.
couldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
yeah, so there's that part, but also that did make me happy because he was, remember, like after his daughter died and in the beginning seasons, he was such an asshole to like everybody, and all he did was come
Hmm.
home, drink, smoke, and just like do nothing. And then he was just like coming to work late and just be mad at the world and just not trust
Yeah.
anybody and all this stuff. So I really liked that he had that conversation with him because it like made him kind of like suck it up and be like, all right, yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
I have to like move on and I have to live my life because that's what she would want me to do and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And the part where he got to graduation and he hugged his mom,
Yeah.
cried. I cried.
Really?
I did. I did.
Aw.
And I was like, I don't know, it just like hits you different because like when I started watching Stranger Things, Jordan was like, I think it was 2016 it came out,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So Jordan was like just a baby. So like it didn't like affect me like when Will
Yeah.
went missing or anything like that. But like,
Yeah.
like now like those things like affect me like as a
Hmm.
mom and like, um so yeah, that scene between the two of them was really freaking sweet. Made me cry.
Aw.
And also like how did Max graduate?
People were saying that. I mean, some people said like maybe she did summer school or some kind of accelerated program,
I
but
mean like really?
unlikely.
Like that was like 2 years. Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I did like how there was like that what is it? Like an ode to Eddie, like
Hmm.
when Dustin was up there and he flicked the principal off and his mom's like cheering him on and stuff.
Yeah.
Um and whatever. It was like for Eddie because that's what Eddie said he was gonna do. And so
Hmm.
that part was cool. Yeah, I liked how they ended it and I feel like they, played their last game of D&D probably and like that was like a part of their childhood and they were like closing the chapter up, putting it on the shelf and like I
Yeah.
said, Holly and her friends came in as the next generation and I thought that was really cool.
It was cool. And I will say I was like very content with the ending until
Hmm.
people started talking on the internet about like conformity gate and started making all of
Yeah,
these points of like why they think people are still under Vecna's curse and they think another episode is coming. Because a lot of what they were saying did make
made
sense.
sense. Yeah,
Um,
now I'm pissed. Now I'm
well,
pissed because now I want the ending of
okay.
Conformity Gate. I don't want the ending that we had now, even though
So,
I was content with it afterwards.
right. So people were expecting, I don't know if you saw this today, people were expecting a ninth secret episode to come out on the 7th, and obviously it did not. So people
Hmm.
were disappointed. But today, Netflix official, I saw this, I think, on Facebook. They posted something, and it's like, I don't know if they're just like being weird and waving
Playing
stuff in
into
their
that.
faces. Yeah. But they played like a little video. It's a little clip of, it was probably last season where Henry, or we knew him as like one at the time, he showed his tattoo and then of the 001, and then 11 showed her tattoo of the 011. And they wrote on there, you know what date it is, and said like the real ones clocked it immediately. So people are like, okay, is that 111? Like something's going to come
Stop.
out tomorrow, or 1 plus 11? Something's coming out the 12th, which I know the behind the scenes episode
Yeah,
is still
that
coming.
is.
But now people are speculating, like, I don't know if Netflix is playing into the rumors or if maybe there really is something else. Because if there isn't, like, people pointed out so many different things that, like, they could have ended it so differently and it would have made it,
Yeah.
like, so much better, honestly. Like, love a happy ending, but I will say Vecna and the Mind Flayer were beat a lot easier than I expected.
Hmm.
Like, I thought it was going to be a huge showdown, you know?
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
it's like they defeated them and then it was like there was still 45 minutes left and I was like there's no way like the next 45 minutes is just wrapping it up like about people's
Yeah.
ending, like happy endings,
And
you
it
know?
and it was.
And
And
it
it was.
was.
Yeah.
So like I
Okay.
still part of me still feels
So
like something maybe is coming, but I don't know.
I I was like so convinced that something was going to happen on the 7th. Like literally so convinced.
Yeah.
And like even the guy that played Vecna, his name's Jamie Campbell Bower,
Mm-hmm.
he was dropping hints. He was on the Tonight Show and he was on the Tonight Show and first of all he was retweeting clues about X and also starred in a short video clip created by the Tonight Show seen performing a Stranger Things fitness workout where
Mm-hmm.
Slat Bang in the middle says tomorrow it begins. And that tomorrow would have been the 7th, which is
Yeah.
what we thought. He also said like certain parts that he said it in his like Vecna like voice or like counted it. He was like counting down and then certain numbers he like had like a different tone. Like it was very convincing. Did you see that video?
I
Like
did.
the workout
Mm-hmm.
video?
Mm-hmm.
That was funny though. They were like telekinesis to the right,
Yeah.
telekinesis to the left. Like that was so funny. Okay. So there was like that. I saw a theory about like the cap and gowns for Hawkins High were supposed to be green
Mm-hmm.
and like why were there's orange and a lot of schools didn't use orange back then because that's the color that like a prisoner wears and so they would
Oh.
never wear orange
Hmm.
and there was like somebody in the audience like maybe like Mike's dad or somebody had a program and on the program it had a kid in a green cap and gown and
Hmm.
so like that's weird that they would be in
Yeah.
orange. So then essentially they're saying like they're prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Um
And they all had their hands folded like this.
yes, which
And
is
they
something that
show that
Vecna
one
did.
also did,
Yeah.
Billy also did when he was under Vecna's curse.
Yep, yep.
And even all like the
Um
parents did too. So,
yes. Yes. And then even like they would like look at the camera, which was like weird because they never did that before,
hmm.
like at the camera, like directly at us. Um do do do.
And Luca's saying
Um
there are no coincidences.
Yes, that was another thing. Lucas saying that. I'm trying to think what else. There were so many things.
Yeah, even when it was coming out
The
saying he was
books.
saying that like they used to go to what was it called, Meldov's or whatever for
Yes.
milkshakes and like I guess in the 50s
Yes.
that would have been the
Yes.
case, but
That was
now it's
a
a
50s
convenience
thing.
store where Joyce
Yes,
literally
that thing.
worked. Yeah.
And then also Will said, and when we get lost in the woods,
Hmm.
and it's like we never got lost in the woods. You did, but you were taken.
Yeah, under
So
traumatizing
it was like
circumstances.
really, really weird. And I
Yeah.
feel like if not another episode is coming, there's like too many coincidences.
Hmm.
And then they should have wrapped it up better because now all of us are thinking these things.
Yeah.
Like
So it's
even the
either going to
books.
be like brilliant writing if we get something
Yeah.
else, or
Yeah.
honestly, it did kind of suck.
Well, even the books, like when they all put their book in, the lights were flickering in the
I didn't even
background.
notice that.
There was yeah, there was a couple parts where the like lights flickered. And then like their books, if you like look at it, how it goes down, it says something like X is alive or something like that, like
Mm.
something about X.
Hmm.
And I don't know. There's just like a lot that people were pointing out. And so now that people have been pointing it out, and I really, really thought it was happening and it didn't happen, I'm bummed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Hmm.
So we still have a shot. Maybe we'll get it before this episode
Maybe.
airs. And if not, then you know we're sad about it. Um,
Yeah.
but good news is, and this will be, I guess, our last thing before we wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Um, Steve Harrington himself, Mr. Joe Curie, um, one, he beat out Taylor Swift in the top charts with
He
End of
did.
Beginning.
Yep. Yep.
That song has over 2 billion streams now. Like it's a huge deal to
Wow.
get in the billions club on Spotify, but he says 2 billion streams. And he had his peak daily streams with over 9 million streams in a single day recently,
Oh my gosh.
like since
That's
the
awesome.
finale. So I love that for him.
Yeah, me too. I saw an interview and he was talking about how they were able to come in afterwards and grab like clothes or like mementos.
Hmm.
And they literally said, take whatever you want. And he's like, and some of it was like, like made to look vintage. He goes, but a lot of it was like vintage stuff.
Yeah.
And like, I guess like his niece's name, I forget what it was, if it was like Rose or something like that. And there was like a shirt, it was like an old like bowling shirt or some type of shirt that had like a name on it. And so
Hmm.
he grabbed that for her. He like was asking all the people in the band like what size shoe they wear, like what their
Aw,
clothing size. So he was grabbing stuff for like everybody.
that's so
And
cool.
in that episode, he like had boots on or whatever from the show. Um,
I hope he grabbed his
so yeah,
bat.
I'm sure he did. It's probably like hanging up like over his fireplace or something. Like, you know
That
what
would
I
be
mean?
cool. That would be
Yeah,
cool.
iconic, iconic.
Oh, could you imagine?
So yeah, oh, I can't. It would be so cool to work on that show, and
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get something else.
yeah, yeah. For sure, we'll get the documentary, like the behind the scenes stuff, but we're hoping
Hmm.
for another episode. Maybe at the very end of that,
Hmm.
it'll show like a clip or something. You know how like Marvel
That would be
movies will show
cool.
like what's coming like next year or
No,
whatever it
we
is? It'll show
watched
like a
all
little
the
thing.
credits of the finale,
Yeah,
expecting like
yeah.
something
Me too, and nothing. Yeah.
and
But I
nothing.
think
Yeah.
that's just like the Marvel lover in me. Like I always do
Hmm.
that in movies now because I think something's happening, and most of the time it isn't.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, a movie will do it. So
It's
hopefully
worth a
the
shot.
documentary will do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, thanks for listening to our first episode of season 2. Um, as we said, a lot of exciting things to come, so stick around. And as always, if there's anything you want us to talk about, let us know on Instagram, and we will be happy to do so.
All right. Next week we'll be talking about Traders. I don't know
Yes.
if you watched it
Season
yet,
4.
but
Nope, not yet.
yep, season 4, first 3 episodes dropped, and then we'll well, I don't know. We'll get to the first 3 episodes next week.
Yes.
Yes. So we're watching. We're a little bit behind, but like in talking about it, because next week we'll record like before we
Yeah,
see
that's
five,
okay. It
four,
gives
and five.
people a
But that's
chance
okay.
to watch.
Yes, it gives people a chance to catch up, and not everybody stays up till 1 o'clock day it comes out like I did. So
Yes. And then also season 3 of Tell Me Lies is coming out
yes.
on the 14th, so we are going to be watching that too.
Okay, so follow along with us and follow us on YouTube so I can beat Jordan and as always,
Yeah, thanks for listening. Love to all.
mwah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.